The digital nomad era has transformed from a niche subculture into a mainstream global movement. Enabled by technology, remote work, and new visa frameworks, millions of professionals are now working across borders, combining productivity with lifestyle freedom. What began as a pandemic necessity has evolved into a defining labour trend of the 2020s, reshaping how talent, capital, and ideas move around the world. According to the International Labour Organization and OECD, the proportion of the global workforce engaged in remote or hybrid work more than doubled between 2019 and 2024, with an estimated 560 million people now working remotely at least part of the time. This represents roughly 17% of the world's employed population. In advanced economies, remote work participation reaches up to 30%. The shift has also created a new class of professionals, digital nomads, who combine remote work with cross-border mobility. More than 60 countries now offer digital nomad or remote worker visa schemes, according to official data compiled by national immigration authorities and cross-referenced with the World Tourism Organization. Over 90% of these programs were launched after 2020, showing how governments are competing to attract globally mobile professionals. These visas typically allow stays of up to 1 year, with 76% offering renewals or longer-term residency pathways. So who are digital nomads? Data from the ILO, World Bank and National Statistics Offices show that the digital nomad population skews towards skilled professionals in technology, marketing, design and consulting. Around 79% earn more than $50,000 per year, while the average annual income is approximately $124,000. Most hold tertiary education qualifications and work with clients or employers across multiple time zones. The majority of digital nomads originate from high-income countries in Europe and North America, where remote work infrastructure is well established and passports allow extensive travel access. However, emerging economies also gaining traction. Countries such as Indonesia, Malaysia, Uruguay and Croatia are actively promoting nomad visas and affordable living standards, appealing to freelancers seeking flexibility and cultural diversity. Governments are increasingly aware of the economic contribution made by digital nomads. The World Bank estimates that longer stays by high-earning remote workers add billions annually to local economies through accommodation, hospitality and service consumption. Medium-term residents are particularly valuable because they support local businesses without placing heavy strain on social systems. The global co-working market has been growing at an annual rate of 13%, according to the International Workplace Group, with over 40% co-working spaces now operating worldwide. Related sectors such as co-living, digital connectivity and cross-border financial services are expanding in tandem. In Europe alone, cities including Lisbon, Tallinn and Athens report record numbers of international remote workers establishing semi-permanent bases. Fiscal and legal arrangements remain a critical consideration for mobile professionals. Data from the International Monetary Fund and OECD show that roughly 20% of countries offering digital nomad visas apply zero tax or territorial systems, while 53% operate global taxation models. Several governments, including Portugal, Spain and Indonesia, have introduced preferential regimes for foreign income earners, offering reduced tax rates or exemptions during initial years of residence. Despite progress, many jurisdictions still lack clear guidance on how foreign-sourced income should be treated. The absence of harmonised rules creates uncertainty for freelancers managing cross-border payments. Experts continue to call for coordinated policies covering taxation, healthcare access, and social contributions to make digital mobility sustainable. Beyond numbers, digital nomadism reflects a wider cultural shift in how people value work and lifestyle. Surveys conducted by the World Economic Forum show that 59% of professionals under 40 consider remote work, flexibility essential when choosing an employer. The trend known as slow-madism, longer stays in fewer destinations, illustrates a move towards stability and community integration, rather than constant travel. Looking ahead, artificial intelligence and digital identity solutions are expected to further streamline remote work and cross-border contracting. As more countries digitalise visa systems and adopt e-residency models, managing compliance and taxation from anywhere in the world will become easier for individuals and companies alike. The use of workforce management platforms today helps employers and workers eliminate up to 99% of compliance risks and human error-related issues. The global competition for talent is entering a new phase. For creators and freelancers, the world is more open than ever before. For governments, digital nomads represent a new form of foreign direct investment, mobile, skilled, and economically active.